Wait, is it this way? How do you do it? Yee. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, you guys. Good evening. Good evening. It's your girl, Lay Liddy, South Florida's hottest reggae and hip hop radio. For you guys, we are live in effect. How's y'all Friday going? I hope it's going great. If it's not, then I don't know what you was doing all week. I hope it was productive and great. But tonight, you guys, we have a lyricist, a national lyricist, a ghostwriter, a man of all hats. We're gonna go ahead and bring him in, you guys. Bring him in South Florida, how we do it best.
Yeah. What's poppin', baby? How you doing over there, lady? What? Lady? You know what? You know, your name it's just. I remember back in the days when I used to watch cartoons. I think it was Bugs Bunny with the little lady. I think he used to yodel. So Lay Liddy got me on that yodeling thing. So shout out to you, though, baby. You know, a pleasure. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to, of course, VIBE95. Thank y'all for having me. I see you got the Empire State Building back there. I should have it over here. So actually in New York, and you're actually in the west of the Palms.
The west of the palms. You're right. We shouldn't, but we were doing it, to bring you in,
And that's
make you
love
feel
because
at
I got a
home.
song. I actually got a song called My New York Shits. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, if I could curse on this, but I'm on my New York shit. And it's actually on all digital platforms. I could go get that too. But I do
Definitely,
have a song representing my city, New York. So
New
I thank
York
you.
always. So, what part of New York were you honestly originated from? Because everyone likes to, claim all New York, which is great and amazing. But what part are you originally born and raised? What part
Well,
of
I
New York?
wasn't born and raised in New York, but I was born in Cuba. I
Cuba.
came here when I was 5. I went to Puerto Rico. So at 9 years old, I came to the foundation. We call it the foundation. That's the Bronx. The Bronx in New York. That's where the place of the birth of hip hop. Um, and where everything started. So I'm from the foundation, the boogie down Bronx, bang bang boogie to the dizza, and I represent that. So I'm Cuban, but I'm New York all the way through.
All
You
the
know what I'm
way.
saying? I'm based out here. So
That is
that's
amazing. It's amazing. Look, you have literally, I know you always touched on and loved all types of genre of music, but when you first heard hip hop, it touched your heart. What
it
year
touched,
and what
touched my
was it
bone.
about hip
I
hop
started I
that
started doing the electric. What you
you
know
start
about that?
feeling it off of you? You
Uh,
said,
what you know about that though? You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? The robot, the turbo, to say Beat Street, to what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know, Crush Groove, and what I'm saying? That's the dancing, and it's definitely a element of hip hop. When I came through in the beginning, that's what incited me and brought me in, because it wasn't always hip hop as far as the lyricist with me. It was about the whole culture. So it was about the dancing, which was break dancing at the time. It was about the fashion, the language that we spoke. It was about the DJing. It was about the MCing. It was about the music. It was about the graffiti. So all those elements right there, is hip hop, and that's I got my lessons from actually the original. You know what I'm saying? The original, which is, I think it should be everybody's learning when it comes to hip hop. Know all the elements of hip hop and what makes a culture. So I'm proud of that, and I always represent that through my music and through how I speak.
So right now, who are you currently listening to? Who would you specifically say that would be your top 4 or 5 artists that you yourself listen to when you get up, go work out, plug in your headphones? What is your top artists right now that you listen to?
I'm self-contained a lot, so my favorite MC is now me, which never been me before. Before I used to have a lot of MCs that I used to say and show love and my appreciations. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like in this era, like we say, uh, I've been really concentrating on me in house. Getting back to my lyrical potential to be 100. So through that, whole ordeal, you know, I came to be my biggest fan. So I finally realized how fucking nice I was. And I was like, God damn, I was taking this for granted, you know. And I always gave up. I always gave that salute and love to the next person, and like that next person never gave it to me. So at the end of the day, it's a business, and you know, and it's like, yo, and I know my fans are always they always praise me, you know, how much I changed their lives with certain songs, how much I touched them, you know what I'm saying, with my lyrical abilities. So you know what I'm saying, I was always too humble to even say I'm one of those dudes. But nowadays, I'm on it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's giving me the strength to, you know, like go to the next step. You know what I'm saying? Like I stopped for a little bit, but that was the energy. The fans were the energy that made me pick up a pen again and the pad and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the fans very much, and that's the reason why a real artist or MC should really be doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the reward. It's priceless. Money can't buy that. You know, and we have to really take accountability for that as artists.
As artists is what you do, and you keep on going. You have new music. You've been making music and writing music for over 2 decades now.
Shit, I'm an old bastard.
No,
But yeah,
no,
no,
that's
you're
not
right. You're
what
right. You're right. I love it. I love wisdom. Don't get me twisted. I love
I
wisdom.
was say. Definitely
Wisdom is
not
something,
calling it old. The music that
but
came
it's
back
true.
in.
It's true though. I'm saying I'm giving you all points of views. You know, young little dude might just say, you know, what I'm saying, damn, that nigga old. You
No,
know, and an old wiser, you know what I'm saying, dude like
nah,
me. I appreciate that because that means I stood the test of time. You know, I'm around because you know they want me around. It's not because I'm forcing myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm
exactly.
giving the best of what I got now. Actually, this Cuban link right here coming up, as far as like what y'all gonna hear from me, is gonna be the best Cuban link ever. So everything else was, you know, from 70 to 85, 90, maybe 90% of Cuban, what y'all ever got from me. Now it's gonna be 100. I'm talking about 100 lyrically, you know what I'm saying, mentally, physically, from the heart, mind, and soul. So this album I'm coming up with, which is called The Missing Link, it's gonna be a special one for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like the middle, you know, when you get to that middle of life, you look back, you look frontwards, you look, you know what I'm saying, everywhere to the future, past, present, and then you become yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yourself.
Which, well, you know, you found yourself, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying, through whatever life took you through. And you are able to deliver, you know what I'm saying, 100% of yourself. So that's where I'm at with mine.
Within life, we definitely have three parts of ourselves: though our past, our present self, and who we're going to become. So I see that you are evolving every single day, and of course, you being, the gutta, the chains of the music coming from New York and Bronx, knowing that
I like
you
that
are
metaphor. I like
that.
that metaphor. Let me
I
say
mean,
it.
hey, look, the chains. I mean, the music came from. I'm from Queens, so when I say hip hop originated, New York is where the real music. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. Real music was made.
Queens is my favorite artist is
This.
from Queens. You know what
Which
I'm saying?
one is that?
Coogee Rap. So when I was coming up, Coogee Rap was, you know what I'm saying, my number
Was
one.
it?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Okay,
that's,
so you understand
yeah, I
lyric,
understand.
music, hip hop. The truth behind it was all originated from New York. I feel like I know a lot of people would say, other places, but I really do feel like the soul of hip hop came from New York. Of
Of
course, the
course it did. Of course
flash and
it did.
everything else came from everywhere else, but the soul and what generated is from New York. And what I say
Everything,
is
everything.
with
And that
you,
came from, like I said before, the foundation, the elements. You know what I'm saying? From the dancing to the art, you know what I'm saying, to the style, you know what I'm saying, to the lingo. Everything started, you know what I'm saying, from unity. And that's what's beautiful about hip hop, the unity about it. It was never a color barrier. It was never nothing like that. Once you're in it, you know what I'm saying, and you understood it, and you understand that this language that, you know what I'm saying, our folks from around our way, our neighborhoods are talking, is something that we understand. And that translated through the whole New York, you know what I'm saying? And from New York, of
mhm,
course, it spread like wildfire. And you know, that's what's
I
beautiful about it, man. And
it
I
was
was a
it,
little
I was gonna
immigrant.
say
I was a little
I was
immigrant, you know what I'm saying, coming without even knowing English. So I learned that shit the hard way and the beautifulest way. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would
From
say,
lessons.
well, that was the best way to learn
Yeah,
English was
yeah.
learn it through music. If that was your connection, then that's clearly why
I
you're a
got the
genius
right
now.
I got the right teachers. You know, I had the right teachers. I had the right era to teach me. I had the right you know what I'm saying, leaders that were rocking the mic and you know, standing behind the wheels of steel, which is the turntables, you know what I'm saying, them DJs. Because at the time when I came, the DJs was popping. Like they was the ones, you know what I'm saying, that was on Front Street. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? With the break, you know what I'm saying? And of course the dances, you know what I'm saying? It was a Spanish and black thing always. You know what I'm saying? That started hip hop. Even me, I wasn't here. But as far as like the history of it was black and brown getting together and getting down. You know what I'm saying?
Now with Latinos and hip hops coming together, doing all this together, what was your thoughts back then and the difference now with our hip hop and Latinos doing music?
Well, my name is Cuban Link. So you know my last name is Link. So my whole, you know what I'm saying, uh my whole thing was about, you know what I'm saying, bringing people together, bringing things together. So I'm part of that whole movement because that's what hip hop was to me. So linking up is, you know, something I always loved doing. You know what I'm saying? I always took pride in that, and I'm that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I like working with other people, linking up, and this is, you know, building a bigger bridge, building bigger things. You know what I'm saying? Unity is strength. You know, so I built.
Strength, unity, finding the right people, links and connections.
Not always
Now
with me.
we're
I'm,
gonna,
I'm being a fucking hypocrite a little bit because I linked a lot of people up and they fucking turned their backs on me. But as
of
far as
course,
my whole like ambition and my whole view and my vision always been linking people up together because, you know, like I said, unity is strength and unity is power. Not being selfish with it, like, you know what I'm saying. But whenever, you know what I'm saying, we put things together with different talents, you know, it becomes a bigger thing, and that's what we needed to do in hip hop always, and we still need to do it. You know what I'm saying, with the craft that we got.
agreed. Agreed. Still need to do it because our music back then and our music now are definitely different. People who
That's money
link up,
though. That's money. When money and
it's definitely
corporations
money.
and
You have to change,
that happens.
procreate,
That happens. That
change
happens.
difference,
You know what I'm saying? That's
evolve.
better than home cooking, right? Like when mama cook. I mean,
Exactly. Nothing's better
but
than
but
a
but
home
then you
cooked
go,
meal.
but you also need that McDonald's. You know, that McDonald's is good too because you're on the run.
Ah,
You're moving fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's what corporations do. They fucking quicken up the time, and you know what I'm saying. They cheat on the ingredients. And then, you know, you're going to have some young people from that generation that say, oh, the McChicken is better than mama's chicken, which is never true because they forgot how mama's chicken tasted because mama is no longer going to cook no more because she got fucking 3 jobs. But
yep.
at the end of the day, mama's cooking is that secret ingredient and the foundation of everything that little 5 minute fucking little chicken sandwich is made of. And that's what they forgot. They've forgotten the roots of things, the foundation of things. And, you know, that's why, once again, my new album is going to be called The Missing Link because it's the missing link because I've been missing from the game a long time. You know what I'm saying? For situations and things that I think people should know already. But, and also life, you know what I'm saying? You get older, of course, you know, I'm a father. So, and, you know, life throws different type of curveballs at us, and we have to know how to hit it, you know. And if we don't, we get stuck there until we learn how to hit it. So, you know, that happened to me a lot, you know, a lot of times, you know, messing with the wrong people sometimes, you know what I'm saying, being stuck in different situations where it wasn't the best thing for me. And I wasn't looking at myself like, you know what I'm saying, like I should have, as far as like being an artist and really putting myself in position to win on that sense, you know, because we all get caught up with like different energies that come around us. And that's what it was. But now, you know, about, let me say 3 years, you know, I took everything, you know, took a little look with the help of God. And, you know what I'm saying? He showed me the vision. He showed me my where I need to go. So, you know, sometimes not sometimes, you need to get there. And when that happens, you're going to see everything, you know, real clear. And once you see that, then you know your mission, you know what your purpose is in life. And that's
You
all.
know, your mission, you building, having a strong foundation, meeting people, linking with people, wrong people, right people. Now
But
you
even
know
that,
I'm gonna have
not
to
even
dig
that,
dag.
sometimes your strongest foundation is you.
Of course, 100%. You're
We go
supposed to
all
start off with
around looking
yourself.
for help and dependency on other people. Sometimes, like, oh,
You're
we
gonna
need
fail.
this guy to help us. We need this, you know, this type of. No, when you believe in what you got, your talent, and you know your worth, you know that you are the main vehicle. You know, to
So,
take you
yep.
to where you need to go, and that's that. The self belief, the self, you know, what I'm saying, that confidence is what you know. Some of us need. You know, I needed that. I needed that. Ain't gonna lie. You know, what I'm saying, with the help of course, the you know, the Most High up there. So, you know what I'm saying? He needed to tell me that and show me. And I lived through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I lived through situations where I know I was by myself. So it's like if I've been by myself through all this and been doing this and I got this and I wrote this and I thought of that, why do I need anybody else to tell me what to do or
Gotta
help
get
me do it? Even though you need help, You need to align yourself with people, with your same energy, and they are there. They're there. It's me. It starts with you believing in what you could do, putting it out there, and letting people understand it and recognize it, and let them hear it. In my case, let them hear it. Saying, through my music.
Link, you real, you're strong, you're tough. I see it, I hear it, I listen to your music, I see it in everything that you do. What happened between you and Mr. Fat Joe? I would say that you was holding on to this situation that you were saying that situations hindered you from being as great as you were. You put in more in others than you did it yourself in
Well,
the
no,
past.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it was like I said, my name is Cuban Link for a reason. So I linked up, a lot of things together when it came, even to that, even to the Terror Squad back in the days. What I'm saying, I was actually uh, the one that introduced, Pun to Joe, to Fat Joe in the beginning, like in the corner of 166 and Union Avenue. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it was just, you know, uh, it was humbly done. It was definitely because I knew both sides. It was, I messed with people from Forest Projects, so that's where he's from, and the real Terror Squad dudes from from the street. So I started off there, saying by myself. I used to call. I mean, I come from like little projects called Little Vills between Forest Projects and then the Ranch, which is another big project on the right. So left and right it was projects, and I'm come from a little brand new buildings at the time in '92 where they just 3-story little projects, and you know, and from there it's just like we in the middle. It's always like I was in the middle, you know what I'm saying, and I get along with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got along with everybody. A lot of people respect me. I respect them, and on some just regular shit back then. And when we started rapping, you know what I'm saying, I met Pun through the ranch side of things. We used to play ball, and then you know what I'm saying, I met him through my man Triple Six. He introduced me to him, and then from that day, that first day I met him, you know what I'm saying, that was my brother. You know what I'm saying, my brother from another mother, and it was just the energy we had with each other. I can't even explain it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about this music. It was about just friendship. Going to the movies with him. You know what I'm saying? Going to Fort Apache, going to box with him. You know what I'm saying? With our trainer Mitch. Playing ball. You know what I'm saying? In the courts. Uh, and it was just that energy. And then you know what I'm saying? With that brother get with me, and I get with that brother, without him being Big Pun yet. We just had that kind of spark where it's like we found out we started rapping. Like we was rapping after that. Like my hip hop, ventures started way before Pun or Chris at the time. You know what I'm saying? That it started way before that. Started in junior high school. But I never let them know that. We just got caught up in the present at the time, and we was just doing friendship shit, fun shit, laughing shit, playing fucking pool in his crib, breaking night. You know what I'm saying? So he was like my big brother when we met. And then out of nowhere, we just said, "Oh shit, you rap," and then I took him to my block, and he spit around, and then I spit around, and then we said, "Oh shit," and at the time, the hip hop shit, we started making little groups up because everybody had a little group, and then we just went battling every block, and that's what we was doing. But it's just when I think back, it's like how crazy is that I come from a whole different state, I mean, a whole different country, really, from Cuba. I came here in 1980 on some real like once in a lifetime shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it never happened again. And Jimmy Carter gave us freedom to come over here and be Americans and stuff like that, and enjoy what American freedom looked like. And I came through that. I went to Puerto Rico, and at 9 years old, I went to the Bronx, learned English, everything. Got, got with the whole swagger of what New York was about, with the burning buildings, with the breakdancing on the cardboards, with the playing slugs, playing skelsies on the middle of the street, Robin Lee patches, those type of things, wearing the fat laces, on Adidas. And I learned everything from that. But, as an immigrant, we got to stay with the school. You know how moms and pops, we come here to really become
Learn it.
better,
Be better. Yeah.
Exactly. So we had that drive. So school was always in my blood. And, I always rep that, even went to college. But in the middle of that, after all of that, I turned 15, 16. That's why I'm at Pont. I meet this incredible individual. And we kick it off with some hood shit because he already had a kid and all that. He had his first daughter already. future star, Amanda. You know what I'm saying? And his wifey, Liza. And I was already, you know what I'm saying? We was already like tight from the first day. I spent the whole weekend. I mean, the whole weekend in his house, 5 days straight. And I was already going to, you know what I'm saying, my college, my high school and all that. And that was my brother.
Yeah.
So from that bond right there, we just started doing a hip hop thing, like, you know what I'm saying, together. Even though I come from the other side of town, and I was doing my hip hop shit. He was doing his hip hop thing already on his side of town. And he actually enjoyed R&B music more. So when we got together, it was just like that energy that is unexplainable with some, but I see it now. You know what I'm saying? Even though I always saw it, but I never took that initiative and be like, I'm the one. And I've never been like that, never, gonna be like that. But the truth of the matter is that when me and this brother got together, you know what I'm saying? Like, we created beautiful things. And then that's when Joe got attracted to us because we was making so much noise in the street. And you know what I'm saying? We was messing with the right guys in the street. You know what I'm saying? From the Terror Squad, the real Terror Squad crew from the block, you know what I'm saying? From the Fathers Projects to Uncle B from LES. You know what I'm saying? Only street shit. And that's what really grabbed Joe's attention to really, you know what I'm saying, come check us out. And he did, and he loved pun, and he wanted just pun. In the beginning, he just wanted to pun. And pun, as a real dude, came to us and said, because we was a group at the time called Full Eclipse. It was me, Triple Sage. It was really me, pun. You know what I'm saying? And then Triple Sage came, you know what I'm saying, later. And then Sick One came. But the foundation of that was me and Pun.
You and Pun.
Armageddon over there, puppy. Armageddon was with Joe. This fucking Aguilar, that's my brother right there. But he doesn't understand. Armageddon wasn't even around us when we came. He was with Joe.
Oh, he was a Joe, yeah.
So was Keith Nutt. Keith Nutt and Armageddon was part of Joe's first Terror Squad. And they already came out with Flow Joe, Jealous One's Envy. You know what I'm saying? So we caught Joe on that type, that era right there. Jealous One's Envy. He was finishing up his album, and then he met us. And, you know what I'm saying? He loved pun. You know what I'm saying? I introduced him in the store, 166. And I knew Joe because Joe used to play softball all day in the hood and stuff. He's one of them rappers that always came back to the hood. So I saluted that and loved that. You know what I'm saying? We all did. You know what I'm saying? He kept it true to the roots back then. He went back to visit, even though he had Flojo. Even though Flojo wasn't even that type of a big shit, but around our way, locally, it was big. It was big. He was rocking with the ITC, you know what I'm saying, Digging in the Crates crew, Lord Finesse Showbiz, AG, Diamond D, you know what I'm saying, and the rest. But yeah, like I said, we came from nothing, really, because Pun was just a regular dude like me, and we just enjoyed ourselves individually like that, with me inside his home with his kids, you know what I'm saying, him being, the funniest nigga I ever in my life ever met, and enjoying every day like that, you know what I'm saying, as best friends. And from there, then we went to the music, and that shit went to the next level where it's like we met the Joes of the world, and you know what I'm saying, and we got together. He got together, really. I put him together on some of just regular verse meat shit, but then like Joe fell in love with Pun because of his talent, you know what I'm saying, and what he had to offer. And Joe definitely did what he needed to do to get Pun through the doors and show him to the world. Like, he opened up the doors, red carpet style with Pun. Pun just delivered with his talent, you know what I'm saying, and his ideas, and everything he had to offer to the world. And Joe believed in him. So Joe opened him the doors. He guided him through the business, but Pun was definitely the artistic part of everything that, you know what I'm saying, just started to happen for Joe at that time. And Joe didn't really want us to be around too much, like me, Triple C's, Sick One. He didn't really want us to be around Pun like that. That's why he only chose him. So we was a group, and it was like he tried to split us up a little bit with the whole, I'm only taking Pun, which is understandable. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Pun had that talent. Everybody had to, acknowledge it. He saw that money, and he saw the talent, and he saw that he could beat somebody.
He can do it, yep.
Yeah, so that's only great for a businessman to think like that. So I never even blamed Joe for that. But Pun was so tied in with our blood, you know what I'm saying, that brotherhood with us, or with me, that he made sure that he brought me along with him, even when Joe didn't want it. So he really opened up Joe's eyes to us. That's why his mission was to open up Joe's eyes to say, yo, we are talented too. That's why the reason we was a group. I'm saying that was his whole thing until later on, Joe, of course, he had to cave in because just the masses and the world and the energy we had around us told our stories. And I paid my dues enough so he could understand how talented we were. So,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's when we got together and the Terror Squad became the real Terror Squad, you know what I'm saying? As far as like in the business sense, we took it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Pun did his thing. I was on, back burner a little bit, but I kind of skipped my turn because Pun was always putting me in situations where I had to show my talent off, and he did. And my talent, I was like, unsure of things too. Remember, we come from the hood,
Mm-hmm.
poverty, and kind of shy too. So, what I'm saying? I know he got it. But me, I'm over here like I know I'm nice, but damn nigga, I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? That's fuck not like that. Like to show myself for the people, like you know what I'm saying? So he believed in me so much, and you know what I'm saying. Actually, I did one of my first songs was with this white DJ named DJ Scribbles, and he's standing right next to me right now. And Pun told me to do write a verse for this song. It was called "Must Be the Music,"
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I don't even think Scribbles knew me at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like about he was on that level where it was like he's dealing with what's going on in the industry. I wasn't in the industry yet, but Pun was
Yeah.
already a hot commodity in the industry. He was already getting known. You know what I'm saying? He did Firewater with Raekwon and all of that. He did what you do if you could do the unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? So he was
Yeah.
Joe put him on already like mad songs in the underground. So he's already known me.
He's
I'm
already
just like a
known.
best friend, and he's trying to fucking force me to shit. Scribbles, where you going, motherfucker? I'm introducing you. Trying to run. So anyway, funny that I got him right now with me, and you know what I'm saying? We in this situation. This is DJ Scribble.
Hey, Scribbles, DJ, how you doing? How you doing? We're gonna interview you too, so don't go. Not tonight, but I'm gonna email. We're gonna
Yeah,
get you.
definitely. Just get my info from links. Yeah, that's gonna cost you
Definitely, of course. But right now,
two bottles of
I
Hennessy and 40 Lucy's on the
I
cash
gotta
app.
get the link right now.
Now, yeah, but it's funny that you catch me in this time too, because this is the essence of everything. And like I said,
I see.
after all this time, we got together again. You know what I'm saying? And we doing something right now, just on the love, for hip hop and our history together. And we never did that after that song. It was called "Must Be the Music," and Pun put me on that. Uh, he wanted to fill up the verses, but he wanted to also put me out there.
You
And
out.
because it was one of those songs that's like Joe didn't want to do really, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, he got me to spit my, one of my verses on there. And we did that a lot. We did that with Toe to Toe. We did that with the Veronica song, Something to Hold. Um, we did that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth on some Das Effect shit. Really, Das Effect shit is where we got the blueprint from. You know what I'm saying? Because we're real hip hop heads like that. Taking the last word of the last
Of the
of
last of.
and then going off. So
Yep.
we did that a lot, you know what I'm saying? And that was my partner, like that. So his love for me and his belief in me really got me to stop being that shy little dude and really showcase myself because he always had me. And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I got a little more confident more and more. Because you know what I'm saying? I was always a little shy dude too, on the side, in the background. You know what I'm saying? Until they put me in the front, you know. But yeah, that's sort of my story.
Yeah. So going through all of that and knowing, I mean, first, RIP Big Pun. He was an amazing man when it comes to musically as a person, industry, like in the industry, he definitely put a footprint that will not be able to be fit by anyone. So first, RIP Big Pun. Thank you again for 3 decades of greatness.
And you got to also put in the mix that regardless of the fact, the Terror Squad movement and everything we did, you know, which was that Pun energy. When Pun came, he came and brought us with him, me, Triple Sace, you know what I'm saying? Um, the other artists, and that as far as like the prospects and even the Tony Sunshines of the world, you know what I'm saying? He brought us with him like that, and we stamped them. So it was a movement where it's like, what I'm saying, whatever Joe had when he Flow Joe and all of that with the Armageddon, he had Armageddon and he had Keith Nut. Like we overrode that shit because my brother's flow worked. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was working. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, it's like this was popping. So Joe confirmed to it. And he just started taking notes. You know what I'm saying? He started taking notes that he understood that Pun And us, we had that flow that he need to be part of instead of, you know what I'm saying, and move on. That was like the game changer for him. He started rocking like us, like his flow started sounding like us more than used to sound like. And that's a smart move, you know what I'm saying? And we wanted all of that. We helped him with all of that. Pun really helped him with that, you know what I'm saying? Don Cartagena was an album that was a classic Joe album, you know what I'm saying? 95% of that was written by Pun, you know what I'm saying? So, what we did or what Pun actually did was amazing. And it was done out of a lot of love, a lot of paying dues, you know what I'm saying? When you're an artist like that and, you got a crew and it's love, we do that shit for free. When it's real, you do it. We do it just because you want to see you do better. So that's the type of emotions we came with. You know what I'm saying? And I know my brother came with when he came to Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't get paid after that, even though he passed away. He's not getting a check for Don Cartagena. You know what I'm saying? Because he never got credit for that. And you know what I'm saying? Those are different things that I'll be, catching my little tantrums on. But that's me. That's personal love, and that's my brother.
Of course, I was gonna say that's family to you. That's something.
That's before the music. So you know what I'm saying? I don't need the music for that to be my brother.
That's what you said. You guys were hanging out, and then he was like, "Oh, you rap? You rap too? Oh, did we just become best friends? Y'all really had the legit relationship that started from, the true foundation of hip hop."
You can't drive home.
Yeah, I can.
You see this?
What is this?
Hey, Liddy, tell this motherfucker he can't go home yet.
I've been up 24 hours working on projects.
See, that's Chris trying to go to sleep. He is trying to go to sleep.
Tomorrow.
Nobody's coming ever again with you. You understand?
Fucking Christ.
Listen to me, fuck. Anyway, let me show you a little bit of, because I'm gonna tell a little intermission because he wants to.
Of course,
anyway,
of course.
Hey, look at that. He's leaving us, right? So we're in a studio. All right, top class. I don't know what this is. This is like some shit. And look, we're here. We got the Billy Master.
So how you doing?
Billy?
On the motherfucking flex.
What's up?
We got the motherfucking, we got the ghost in here. There's the ghost right here. He's like, that's Mr. Casper right there. Mr. Casper, the fucking, not friendly ghost. But, this is what we're doing right now. So it's a beautiful time. And then we got, them bitch. And we got my man Adolf to the motherfucking Aguilar.
Yo, what up?
If you don't know him.
Hello, how are you? I'm going to get all you guys.
How you doing?
Peace, lady. Nigga, let her know.
I'm good.
Let her know. Let her know where the fuck your resume, nigga. What you done? What you doing?
Well,
nigga?
I'm working with this.
No. What you done?
Well,
what you done?
I did Big Pun on the songs I produced. Big Pun, Busta Rhymes, Styles Effects, He PMD, Diplomats, Jim Jones.
Say your name, gangster.
My name is Aguilar Don Bishop. Onyx. If you want to go to legacy, 90s to the 2000s. Set up an interview with this man.
No, but you understand. This is what I'm doing. I'm dealing with these crazy old bastards. They think that that it's over, but it's not. And I'm actually doing a song with with Aguilar right now and Scribbles. Since we've seen each other, each other in a little spot, a little weed spot. and shout out to my man, motherfucking Chronic. He put us all together. And I met these brothers again because I haven't seen them in years, like let's say 20 years. Because they never reached out for a motherfucker. These motherfuckers, they lucky I don't fucking knock them out. But I love them. As soon as you see somebody from that time, you already know you get that. I got that energy. It's like, yo, it's nothing but love, and it's a beautiful time to reunite with each other. And we never actually did a song together, so we actually here cooking that shit up over here. Yeah, we got some. We did a song right now. It's called a Trifecta. Y'all gonna hear about it real soon. It's actually under Trifecta. Yeah, Trifecta. So it's really crazy too. It's really, really dope. And you know what I'm saying? I love you, my brother. So you're leaving me and Aguilar too, huh? Motherfucker. You're not going to drive?
I'm going home today. I'm driving with him. But you're not going to get home till Friday. You do know this, right? I'll get home tomorrow if he leaves.
I ain't leaving. I'm just catching. This is the bochinche right here. This is the bochinche.
Yeah.
And then meet me at the house.
This is happening. This is not even play. These motherfuckers are trying to leave while I'm doing the interview. No, what are you doing staying with me? I think don't even think I'm not going to. Nope, I'm not checking off.
How you gonna leave together? You gonna leave together?
Yes, I want to leave together, but he wants to run off like a white fucking little guy. He is. You're disgusting. That's why you're disgusting. You're not gonna leave. My nigga, tackle him. Please tackle him. Anyway, those are real actual events that's happening as we speak.
Happening right now.
But yeah, man, you know, everything's organic when it comes to Cuban Link, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's who I've been all the time, you know. So it was a beautiful thing to meet these brothers again and really get something done, you know what I'm saying? For time is up, you know. Because
It was also, you know, I have to add because of the fact that, you know, I'm sitting here talking to you and your body language and how you're talking to your voice. So the rumor has to be true about you actually coming off and playing Scarface's son. You know, I heard the rumor and I have.
That was a rumor. It was definitely put on the Source magazine in the little spot that I was going to come up with Scarface 2. And that's a long story to tell you. And there's a tragedy behind that too. It hasn't stopped anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just it prolonged a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Just how I've been kind of treated in the game, you know what I'm saying? And it's no pity at all. I mean, I think that it's just the way people chose certain things and they treated a certain talent like mine. And you know, they put it to the side without even listening or giving me a, you know what I'm saying, to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the beef that happened between, you know what I'm saying, Joe and me. And, you know, it's deliberately, you know, when you get into that level, you know, it's a lot of relationships that, you know, people have with each other, and it's about business. And he was the business guy. He had the power of business. You know, I was just artist underneath him. So he had the power of that too. So, you know, it was just, you know, an unfortunate situation that happened to me when it came to like, you know, really me getting my time to do what I need to do as far as, you know, put my mark in hip hop the way I needed to be. But things happen for a reason. And that's why we still here. And that's why I'm telling you now that this is 100% Cuban. Back then, I would have gave you a 75, 80%, 85% Cuban. Now I'm telling you, I give you that 100 Budo. You know what I'm saying? Straight to your motherfucking brain. So the missing link is definitely something that's missing. You know what I'm saying? And even the hip hop itself. You see how the lyrical content of hip hop, you know, it kind of got watered down. It kind of got pushed to the side, and people are looking more for swagger and dancing, you know, and happy beats more than the actual knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See, if you know the ledge, like Rakim said, I'm from that era when the lyrics mean so much, mean everything actually. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why the DJ got put in the back burner, in the background, and the MC stuck to the front because those lyrics were so powerful that they had to be spoken in front by himself and make the motherfucking crowd move. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about. I'm about lyricism. I'm about, you know what I'm saying, giving you them chills, you know what I'm saying, putting that tear down your eye whenever I'm feeling sad. You know what I'm saying? Making you dance when I want to dance and just controlling you with my lyrical content. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a real MC does. And that's what I take pride in. I want to bring that back. So that's missing out of hip hop. I've been missing because I'm a lost fucking case. I've been just everywhere, back and forth, you know what I'm saying, get lost with life. But I always return. I always return. And, you know, and that's why I'm the missing link. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to fill in the spot, you know, fill in that spot that's missing. So
I keep on trying to like pro along and keep pushing, but you keep bringing it back. And now my heart is telling me I have to ask because there's so many things. Like I said, 2 decades have you been pressing and pushing and writing music and doing all of this. And I feel as if a lot of people don't talk so much about it because, like you said, there is a person that is more business in this world and in this industry. And there is a man that's coming from what they think is, you know, just the streets and learning the industry as he goes. As that was going on, do you feel as if working with Joe was a good alternative for you, or do you feel like that kind of held you back on you actually succeeding on where you are now?
I mean, everybody get their cards to play. Those just were my cards to play. You know, Joe definitely gave me resistance and accepted me. I went over and beyond to get his approval and got his approval because of my actions, because of my talent, because of the work I put in. I pay my dues. So it's not like he gave me a pass or anything. It was something I earned. Besides
Mhm.
Pun putting me on the front run and letting the people actually hear me and the people actually, saying, like, you know, like having love for me and saying feeling me on some talent, some
For
musical
real.
shit. I also show him that, I'm saying? Because it's like he chose Pun and
Not
maybe in his mind he didn't want to go back in his word or whatever or his pick. Or maybe he just thought, which, my nigga, please, por favor, singao, cabrón, y fue de la gran,
Silencio, por favor.
hijo de la gran salami. So what I'm saying is that, like we work for, Pun already shine. Joe already wanted the rock with Pun. That was a given. The hard part was Pun selling us to Joe. You know what I'm saying? And Pun sold us to Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he understands how loyal we was or how I was. Not fuck we. You know what I'm saying? When I say we, it's me and Pun.
Mhm.
Nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I stood the test of time. I was there from the grind up. I was there when Pun first there. I was there. Besides me helping Pun, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my fucking writing buddy. Regardless, like, you know what I'm saying? We trade off ideas, me and him in the house all day. You know what I'm saying? And that's because, we, like I said, we had kin spirits and we just had the same energy. So we knew what was dope, or we thought what was dope. He was actually the one putting it out there and being an example of what was dope, and it proved to be was dope. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at the end of the day, it's like you know, like Joe. I was inside of Joe when Pun put me on like uh the Veronica song, Something to Hold. I was in sound with Joe when I did Off the Books, and Pun took me to the beating the sessions and told me to write, and I wrote that little 8 bars, fly pelican fly. You know what I'm saying? So those are little joints that went beyond just regular local shit, where these artists were actually artists that had a chance to really like put more focus into whatever we did and whatever Pun was, because he had me along with him. And when they put that on Off the Books, and I was on Off the Books when I did the 8 bars, you know what I'm saying, and it got everybody's attention in the labels. That's when Joe started really looking at me on some more like. First, he was mad that Pun invited me to go
One.
and do that song out there without his consent,
Yes.
because
Mhm.
that was the agreement they had. He's gonna put him in position and send him to do jobs that he need to do, and you know what I'm saying, he just comply with them, and then Joe will do the rest behind the scenes. So he'll make Joe look good in the business terms, where he could go to the big dogs in the business and talk about his artists that's coming out and all the work he's been putting in, which Pun did a great job. But in that job, he put me involved in it too. I was there with him because I was his best friend. Now I used to go against it. I used to be like, stop, niggas gonna get mad. Just do your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pun had so much believe in me, you know what I'm saying, and love for me, that he made sure that I did what I did, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure I had to try. Like I got that opportunity to at least, you know what I'm saying, do what I did, and I took advantage of him. And I just did what I did. Like the off the book shit when I did, fly pelican fly and all that shit. That's what people reminded. It just stuck to people's head. I only got 8 bars on that song. That's very hard to do. I had 16. Everybody else had 16 except me and Juju. But they was already on. The Beatnuts was on.
Mhm.
I had to show my ass off for 8 bars. That's really hard to show their ass off in 8 bars. Only certain hype men show their
Could
ass
do
off
that.
in 8 bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I Get Around, you know what I'm saying, with Tupac, the little light skinned nigga, I forgot his name. Um, Only certain people. So and look what they become at the end of the day. Did they become ever solo artists that had a
Yep.
career like that when they had 8 bars? So I was put in that situation with spitting 8 bars and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I make a great impression. And I did, such a great impression that the Beatnuts kept me, you know what I'm saying? And they made a video for it. So I was able to fucking do that video with my brother. It's really the first video he was really rapping ever on. And he shows his face to the camera and to the world ever on, which was Off the Books, you know what I'm saying, off the Beatnuts album. And he put me on that, you know what I'm saying? And from there on, that's when, you know what I'm saying, that became business with other people with me, as far as the labels, to start saying who's Cuban Link, who's Cuban Link. And I already had that name and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm named myself that. So Joe picking Pun in the beginning maybe had to backtrack and say, oh shit, but I think his ego didn't want that. So he kept going against it. You know what I'm saying? I still remember when they played that Funkmaster Place was going crazy with that Off the Books, and he first launched it off in Hot 97. And we were standing on Forest Projects, and I seen this nigga looking at me mad when my part came on. And I understood it later when I'd be like, oh, nigga probably mad because I'm not signed with him. And I might slide off with the different, you know what I'm saying? I'm like using it, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit so I could get my own deal somewhere else. But then even through that, he was wrong because I told him what I had, you know, so I told him, yo, my nigga, I'm with my brother, and my brother's with you. And this is how we doing it, unity. You know what I'm saying? I even signed right there. Whatever he wanted me to sign, I'm rocking with you. I'm showing you. Pun, I know Pun's purpose for me to be around and all that, even after Joe didn't want us around, was to show him and make him understand that we are talented and we
Yeah,
belong.
that you already had it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he did. And me, of course, I knew that. It wasn't a plan. I just know that that's what we wanted to do. We always have respect from Joe coming from where we come from and being the special Latino nigga that, you know what I'm saying, standing amongst the stars,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, the biggest black stars, you know what I'm saying, that we loved and we come up from under, you know what I'm saying? So we always had that respect for him. So the loyalty was always there. And then, you know, he's later on, it's been proven that, you know, he took advantage of the loyalty and we didn't know it. Like, we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? We real dudes that we show you something and we expect to be treated the same way. And me, especially, I went over and beyond from nothing to show you how much my love, my loyalty, my integrity, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, with situations. Fuck rap.
Yeah.
Regular life shit that I showed you. How much, you know, realness I got for you and love I got. So if that was, you know, at the end of the day, it came to fruition when I had to be like, you don't even appreciate this, dog. You know, you don't even appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? And you're using it, and, you know, you're doing thievery and stealing on the business side. And I find out only because I let you get away with the first shit, and I knew something funny, but I let you because I don't think you would do that to me or us. You know what I'm saying? When he became the manager, and, you know what I'm saying, I let him actually take you know, charge of my career. I put my career in his hands because, you know what I'm saying, of loyalty of what he did for my brother Pun. And also because he's good at, he did good. He did good at what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He opened up the doors for Pun. It was a team effort. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like talent and creativity and really being an artist, it was all my brother. It was all my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's just a great listener. He's a great mimic. He could know how to, he's a great understudy. And you know, that's all.
I would see like there was a little, not even little, it seemed like because of the Latino background or the New York Latino background or the artist Latino background. What was it that made it so obviously you came with Big Pun? Obviously, everyone already knew that. I mean, not even already knew. Big Pun and you guys were established and coming together. Even if you guys weren't writing music for a whole bunch of people, you guys were already coming together, writing music together, listening to beats together, co-writing stuff. You guys already established with you and your group that you guys created.
Right.
When Fat Joe came and just picked Big Pun, what was it that you felt even now, like going through it and thinking about in the past? What was it that you think that was such the issue that he had with you when you were, like you said, you coming from where you came from, you looked up to, you saw Big Joe, you looked up to
though,
him.
but I understood that. I understood the business game, but I understood it. You know,
because you were stepping in the same steps that he was already in.
No, I
Do you
just
feel like that was
understood
what it was?
I understood the business part where, you know what I'm saying, like I wasn't thinking as highly of myself where, you know what I'm saying, I could do this and be, you know what I'm saying, maybe because I was still kind of, you know, new to the game and I didn't know the game. I was really not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I didn't consider myself a rapper yet. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I helped Pun with things. Pun thought the world of me. He knew I was nice. He believed in me. And we was as a group, one of the crews that, you know what I'm saying, stepped in and boogie down and made noise everywhere till the niggas around us. You know what I'm saying? They had to come check us. But Pun had all the elements. You know what I'm saying? As far as charisma, as far as, you know what I'm saying, lyrics. He had presence. You know, he wasn't scared. So he was ready for that. So I wasn't even. I'm just putting myself back at that time, and it was like I knew that my nigga gonna do it. So when he chose Pun, all I did, Pun came to me and said, "Yo, Q, hey, yo, this nigga want me only though." I was like, hell yeah, my nigga, do that shit. You know, I'm always be here.
Yeah, of course.
Like, hell yeah, do that, my brother. Do that. Fuck all that shit. At the end of the day, we knew that it was me and him who started the foundation with it. You know, when we did Full Eclipse, it was me and Pun. And then Sace had another group with him. And then Sick One came later. So it was really me and Pun. So when he asked me for permission, I was like, you don't need to ask me.
And asking for nothing, yeah.
You don't have to die for me, nigga. You know you my brother. I want to see you shine, baby boy. And you got it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just that genuine, you know. He never split us up. You know, that friendship and that bond we had was. They already showed that was stronger than any business that Joe could ever bring around. And he never hated in the beginning. He just didn't like us. He didn't not even like us. He didn't believe in us that we had the talent to make it happen. But he just forgot that Pun was like a part of me, just as much as I was a part of him. He was a part of Safe, just as much as he was a part of. I'm talking about in the business, like literally. So Pun depended on us to also give him that energy that he's used to, so he could be who he needed to be. So that was what Pun needed in his circle. He already had his people. Pun had his people, and it was us. And I never took it bad when Joe picked him over us. Never. You know what I'm saying? I saluted my brother and I said, yo, I'm here. Without the fucking fame and nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was just how legitimate it was. And from the ground. And from the ground. That's what it was.
Sorry. Okay, so when people discuss, you know, the legacy of Pun, which is a very long legacy, because like you said,
it's actually short. It's actually a short legacy. It's almost the Biggie legacy, but it was just so impactful, so big.
That's what I meant. Sorry, the legacy was the timing of the legacy might have been cut short.
He only got 2 albums, just like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Just like Biggie.
The impact that he did with meeting everyone, with people that he met every time he did anything, he definitely everyone.
Now the impact,
eulogy.
The impact was for life. It was
for life, and that's what. That's what people were saying when they went to his eulogy and everything else. People said that it wasn't more of a goodbye. It was more everyone as family coming together because he connected everyone he met. He didn't leave no one falling short. He legit would step over someone else with you and not leave you behind. And this is what a lot of people mimicked and said about this man.
That's who he was. That was part of his heart. Definitely. That was something that he left out there. And he put out into the energy of the world and the universe. It's just sad. It's sad to me that I had to stand by after he passed away. And, you know, saying 20 plus years. And all that energy he put and all the love he gave. They never gave his family that same love. You know what I'm saying? The way they expected to. Because I know how my brother would expect that. And then there's some people that he gave energy and love to, and you know what I'm saying, his integrity for. And they didn't do the same thing. That's part of the Cuban link darkness, you know.
Yeah.
It's my darkness. And I make those people accountable of those. And me putting that energy in front of those people got me to be more of a black sheep than the motherfucking underdog vindicator, the real nigga who stood up for his motherfucking brother and took out these fake ass niggas and put them in his place. So all the fake niggas got together and they got against me. That's what happened. So, you know, you want to hear the truth.
I mean, I love to hear the truth. I'm glad that you released that with me for me to understand that. I mean, that makes more sense to the connection on his story. After the eulogy, I know that you were very upset touching down, losing him. This is a family member, your brother.
Of course.
This was a piece of you, like literally a piece of you that you build. Like I said, over 2 decades. It hasn't. I'm looking at the time. It actually was a little bit more over 2 decades. So you know you're racking up. You know those those memorabilia, that history of fame and you know.
But I don't even go into the memorabilia of the business. I go into the memories of the essence, the beginning, how much fun we had. We had no motherfucking money like that. We used to be just doing things. Those are the valuable, priceless shit. That all the extra shit we had was a great time when he was coming up and he blew up and it was fun. But before that, to me and him, that bond, nobody had that. Nobody had that. No, that is what I'm selfish with. I'm very selfish with that. And I react to my love for him in the way I do because of that. And you know what I'm saying? And also because I would love, because I know that's genuine love. And that's what I would want too. If I want my nigga to do the same thing. So it's just how we rock. That's the way it was. I know he would definitely do it for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, represented in times where everybody rocks with the nigga with the spotlight on, with money. You know what I'm saying? And forgot about his motherfucking what the foundation was. And that's the difference between me and his other.
He said that's the difference between us and the other niggas. So Morel Boat Life, obviously that's the name of the Castro release that you guys coming up. You guys release, correct? Tell me about the understanding of that. The Boat Life.
The Boat Life. Well, I did come here in a boat, but what happened? What boat life?
No, no, the Castro release. I was looking at the Castro release that you guys have coming up, or you guys had released.
Boat Life?
Was it called Morel Boat Life?
Oh, you're talking about the Mariel Boat Life. Yeah.
Mariel. Oh, excuse me.
No. It was the
Sorry
boat
about that.
But that's 1980.
Yes. Well, I want to touch down on that. That's going back. And was that more because of the Cubans immigrating to Florida? I was trying to understand the basis of that song, you know, touching back into, you know, not saying your oldies.
Was that a song? It's a movement. It was a movement.
The movement
that happened. It was an actual one time in life that happened when Jimmy Carter was president. You got Jimmy, you know, you got Fidel Castro, and you know the communists, and you know what I'm saying, democracy, and America wasn't seen eye to eye with Cuba. They thought that there was enemies too. They wanted to fuck Cuba up because Cuba put missiles, nuclear missiles actually, pointing at the United States because they took the Russian side at the time, you know, the Soviet Union. You know what I'm saying? With Gorbachev at the time, he was the president of the Soviet Union, and they had the beef, and that was when the Cold War was going on. Cuba was communist. So Jimmy Carter said, whatever Cubans don't want to be with the Fidel regime and wants to be for freedom, come over to America. About 150,000 Cubans got the fuck out of Cuba. One of them, my father was locked up. We heard that over the radio. He opened up all the jails in Cuba. Here's what Fidel did. He opened up the jails to get rid of all the criminals in Cuba, to relieve Cuba of all the shit, all the garbage, all the crazy shit. But my father was actually locked up and got out, and he went straight to my house. And I was 5 years old. And he got me, my sister, and my mother. We went straight to the Mariel Harbor. That shit was too packed. So we went into the Peruvian embassy, but we escaped through there. We got in a boat called the Orca, and that boat took us, you know, that was a pretty big size boat, probably like 150 motherfuckers could fit on there. I remember. And you know, tragic things happened there because you had the criminals that don't let out of jail, fucking pedophiles, killers, all these, like 10,000 of them was rocking around the rest of the population that was just innocent, you know, family members that wanted freedom. So that whole shit by itself was like a whole different adventure within the adventure. So yeah, we took that boat from the Mariel Harbor, Cuba, all the way to Key West, Florida. And then from there, it was just like the Scarface movie in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And then we went, the yellow bus went to the 95 South. It was there with the Army base, you know, surrounded with the fence, so they debrief us. Brief us, get out. We could have got out. You know, so we got. I guess the way I got out, we got out because of my aunt. She lived in Miami, in Northwest. I forgot where, but it was in Northwest Miami, and we got out because of my aunt. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her. But yeah, from there it was just crazy because Miami was at that time. You already know that was crazy. If you was living in Miami at that time, it was like the cocaine cowboys. If you seen that documentary, all that shit was true. Where the drugs and the crazy Cuban Marielitos was going crazy in the street, niggas shooting niggas. The drug trade was going crazy. Colombians going to war. So all that shit was happening, and then, you know what I'm saying, that shit was too crazy. My father and my mother decided to go to Puerto Rico, and that's why I went to Puerto Rico. Stood there for 4 years, and at 9 years old, that's when I went to the Bronx.
9 years old, you moved to the Bronx, and everything changed from such a strong foundation. Going to 9 years, that made your childhood. That there's nothing that you can take away that built you to sustain where you are now. Clearly,
and it's crazy. You know why? Because the block and the street name that I was born in Cuba, it was called Puerta Cerrada. It's in English, it's locked doors. So I wasn't meant to get the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
So everything now, when I'm seeing, I'm in that point in my life where I see everything is like, yo, this is my destiny. That's the reason why I grabbed that mental attitude, because I know that this is my destiny. As far as being an artist, being an artist, as far as a musician in this game, entertainment business, being a rapper. So, you know, I embrace that. That's the kind of energy and the confidence I got now. That's why I'm 100% Cuban, blue flames, you know? But yeah, so I wasn't even supposed to leave Cuba. Puerta cerrada, locked doors, nigga, you're not getting out. And out of a chance that they was going through this whole communist, democracy type shit war. Fucking Jimmy Carter gave the authorization to give Cubans the leeway to go and find freedom in America. You know how hard that shit is in any other country. So that happened in 1980. And my father, that was locked up. By coincidence, you know, Fidel let the fucking prisoners out. He got out. He had to get us, and that's the reason I made it. That's what's beautiful and crazy at the same time. So it's a
You're playing crazy to make that story. Going through all that at night, I know there has to be some type of stress reliever. I mean, you know, people drink. Have to know. Do you smoke? Are you a indica?
Of course. I mean, I smoked before. I'm saying I drank, of course. Hennessy, you know, we get caught up with those type of things. I never did no coke, no crack, no dope, no dust,
of course not.
no mushrooms, no extra shit. So, you know, at the end of the day, I stuck to the regular, you know what I'm saying, the hip hop drugs.
Good, that's good. So, are you more stevia or indica? Want to stick on that one. Are you more of a stevia smoker or indica?
No. I stopped smoking too because I got old. And that smoking shit to me, like when I was 20, like 19, all the way to 24. I was a smoker. Like I used to smoke like 12 blunts a day on the block. You know what I'm saying? We was doing it, the roll up, you know what I'm saying? The Uzis, roll up 2 blunts together and doing crazy shit. But it got me too paranoid. Like I didn't like feeling like I'm not a type of nigga that like to lay back too much. I'm a motherfucker with energy. So I always like the hyper shit. I like sports. So, you know what I'm saying? Drinking was more what I stood on with. You know what I'm saying? The rest of my still to now, you know, I take a little shots in there. I even slow that down. But you know, yeah, Hennessy, you know, got later on with the Patron and shit. Look, my peoples actually do the weed things like that. Like they do the real weed indica and all that shit in the cut, whatever the fuck you call it. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. You're saying that HD, whatever the fuck they call it, they got the water, they got the line, whatever the line is. But they got a lot of like marijuana material going on right now. You know, it's legit now. You know, I come from an era where that shit was illegal. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's never been a crazy drug where it's like, you know, it causes, you know what I'm saying, no crazy. The individual will actually act like a different person when they own it and start fucking killing people like other drugs. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, some cool, calm shit, but I always been a hyper dude. You know what I'm saying? I like energy. I like physical shit. So drinking was more of a party time.
So, I got scared because, you know, everyone loves to drink. You know, you are, like I said, Cuban links coming from, 100%. Now you 100% Cuban links. You're the missing link. You are doing all this. Your name is exactly who you are. There's not even something that actually fabricates who you are. It makes sense with
Yeah.
listening to your music and who you are. An artist that I was kind of like dabbling on, and of course, I saw an interview with Drink Champs. Mr. Pitbull did
Mm.
extend an olive branch to you
Well,
about
I don't know
the
if it's an
past.
olive branch, but I think he admitted to something that he should have been admitted to about 19 years ago. You know,
So tell people, our
I'm
folks at
glad
home
though.
who
I'm
don't
glad that he
know.
admitted that though. Don't get that twisted. I'm glad that
Yeah,
he's that real to at least understand that and remember that and really say that. You know, a olive branch to me would be you gotta make up for your mistakes. And I'm not trying to extort you or anything, but what'd be a great thing is for us to do a little music together and bring everything back. I'm not, that's what I would think. You know what I'm saying? I have a real sit down and conversate on some real face to face shit because it happened on some personal level shit where it's like,
yeah,
he disrespected me and he did some, some real snake shit to me, and that's the reason why I acted that way. I actually got into a physical altercation with him, and I did what I did. So it was never because I was jealous or I was mad that he was there's nothing. It was real personal shit between me and him. And actually, he's Cuban. You know what I'm saying? And I seen him then. He did an album called the Mariel, which is I just told you my story. Which I'm the actual motherfucker went through it. So you taking things out of my life and rapping about him,
you're,
you being
yeah,
Cuban, because I met him. I met that young brother before he became who he was, and I gave him love. I showed him nothing but love. It was in a DJ EFN studio back then in Florida, Miami. And I remember when I seen him, he came to me, yo, man, I'm a big fan. And I was like, thank you, my brother. Thank you, little bro. You don't say Cuban, Cubano, coño. Eso es amor, coño. And I told him, keep doing your thing. And, that's before he did Culo and all that extra shit. So he was just fucking with EFN on some humble shit. And I gave him that love. And next thing you know, I hear a nigga talking on records about me. And that shit even happened in New York at the time. I had that much respect where niggas know not to do that to me. And this dude gonna do it. And he's Cuban. I took it very personally, you know what I'm saying? So I had to confront him about him, you know what I'm saying? And just do what we hood niggas do, you know? And that's the thing. And then after that, he played the victim, and then I became the black sheep because I was the bully. Now they made me the
mhm.
bully after I do something right. So it's a lot of situations like that where I don't understand how these dudes get away with just turning the whole situation on me and winning, I guess, to them. It's not winning to me. It's just letting me see what's going on and how this industry is built and what kind of people are in this industry. You know what I'm saying? And what they do to you know what I'm saying, to
Say that.
just keeping that relationship with certain people, you know what I'm saying, active. You know what I'm saying? Even when it's wrong things, they'll fucking do it for the money and the fame. But it is what it is. Like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now with this energy, with me telling you 100% this is Cuban. This is gonna be Cuban Link when y'all get this in the Missing Link album. It wouldn't be that if I didn't go through all those things. So
All
you
of
know what
them.
I'm saying. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful to me. I accept it. You know what I'm saying? I know what the truth is to me, and I'm sure that the world knows the truth when they feel it, they hear it. You know what I'm saying? They go straight to their bones. You know what I'm saying? And I never did no fake fucking lying shit, no publicity stunt. I never attacked another human being without them, causing or trying to even, plot and causing harm to me or setting me up for me to get, hurt or something. So I'm good with my life. I can look in the face, my face in the mirror and be good.
Oh, I thought I was talking on my end. So you going through all this, you would still want to make music with Pitbull to this day? Would you still make
Because
music
I
with
appreciate
Pitbull?
it. That's how I'll definitely show my appreciation, and that's all my message was when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? I met him and I gave him that love, and I showed him, and I told him about my Cuban, because I'm like that missing link also in Cuba. I came here 5 years old to the United States, and I never went back. So that missing link is really, really important to me. And I never went to get back. So when I meet another Cuban, fellow human being, I always show that extra Cuban side of me where
So
it's
that, like,
like I'm missing because
yeah,
I'm in New York. I'm not like in Miami where all the Cubans are. I mean, I got a little bit of family, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying, every day with them. So when I meet another Cuban, it's extra love with me. You know what I'm saying? That's my roots, that's my race. And that's something that's like a missing link also with me. I want to link up back with that. You know what I'm saying? So I always gave love to my Cubans, man. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. It's like I felt like that was a real betrayal. You know what I'm saying? So, but after this 20 years, regardless of what, you know, transpired, it was never like that serious. Like it wasn't like the situation with me and Joe. Me and Joe shit more personal. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that situation when he said that on Drink Champs, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I threw my salute up with him. And now the only thing he got to do is just really face me and really talk. You know what I'm saying? And we vibe like Cubans as artists. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciated his work, some of his work, even though it's not my like type of lane. But he did the puffy shit with the Spanish thing. You know what I'm saying? But I know he knows how to make music, and I enjoy that type of music. So I know I could go in there in that lane and do what I do with him. You know what I'm saying? I could always, you know what I'm saying, but I could add on to things. And he always, you know, he truly, you know what I'm saying, saluted me as a real lyricist. So he's a fan of mine, you know what I'm saying? And I became a fan of his when he proved what he was, you know what I'm saying, throughout his career. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's all. I would love to have a song with him where it could be like, this is how Cubans do it, and this is the type of Cuban music do it. This is that music from the soul, from the heart, from the mind, and from the race, you know what I'm saying, from the blood. And I got this motherfucker on top of me right here.
He's a legend, Miss Lady.
Oh, Miss Lady, okay.
Miss Lady.
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 I've been listening to this interview. It's going to be one of the most classical interviews on God's time. And I want you to know that.
What are you doing to me right now?
That this man here, his time is very limited, and we don't want to cut short.
You got to get out of the studio.
Yes, because he has to go somewhere, and I don't want to cut the show.
We could get on it. We could go. I could get on it. I could we'll get on the card. If it cut off, it cut off.
Yeah.
But they're kicking us out of the fucking studio. He came in.
You can get part two at the mansion. Tell him.
No, get mansions. We gonna go get the fuck out. We're going to the tenement building. We're going straight to the projects. That's where you can get the other half of it. What mansion? What mansion?
Triple's house.
Are we going over there?
Yeah. I thought we was going over there because he's waiting for us.
Yeah.
He's over there waiting for us. We got a mail and everything.
Oh, for us. Now you got to come in my car? You motherfucker.
These niggas ain't shit. I had to hold him down. This is my brother.
Well, you know what? I can end this interview because I see that you're going through. But go ahead and tell everyone first, of course, your new release, when it's coming out, when you're dropping it, all your new music that you're about to drop, and where they can find you.
Well, it's coming out soon. I'm gonna drop, some more singles just to get hot up again because I've been out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they blocked me from being famous, but they turned me only into an infamous figure. So, and actually that's the name of my book is going to be called Linkfamous. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a story. It's a beautiful story. Don't ever think that's just because it's all this fucking shit I've been through. The struggle is beautiful. The glory is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The troubles are beautiful only when you learn from them. And you know what I'm saying? And you could make some positive at the end. And you know what I'm saying? That could help somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Not probably go through those same things that you go through and really enlighten them. And you know what I'm saying? Do what you do as an artist. So everything that I'm talking about is positive, regardless how straight, blunt I say it to you. And because I say it like that because it really happened. You know what I'm saying? So we can't never take no fucking, you can't sugarcoat something that's facts. So at the end of the day, that's all I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I'm about unity. My name is The Link for a reason. I'm about, you know what I'm saying, linking with people, you know what I'm saying, and doing what I do. But at the end of the day, it's a time, even when the link got to be his own chain and concentrate on what he does. And that's what I'm doing also. That's why I'm giving you 100%. That Cuban link with the diamonds on it. Stud it out. You got to say, stud it. You got to put this stud
So,
it.
You know how we are from New York, we kind of, like you said, dancing, doing all that. We kind of pretty much resonated. Anything that goes anywhere else, we pretty much generated and originated with style, hip hop, music,
originality,
all that. So we know better. We
That's
always
right.
know better when we step out. So, I got to be funny just to end my show and tell me how you felt about that new post with Fat Joe and his fashion bonanza that,
well,
definitely
he always seen himself like a mafia dude. That's why he says Don Cartagena. So I'm gonna call him, hey, Joey Boots. And next time it's Joey Boots right now. If you ever wanted a mafia name for him, his name is Joey Boots.
Joey Boots.
That's Joey Boots. What are you gonna say? So Joey Boots, keep doing your thing. Just make sure you don't fucking disappear, and then with them big ass boots. I didn't like
Oh
it. I
God.
didn't. It wasn't just the boots too. It was the little mini, you know what I'm saying? Carhartt jacket he had on, the fucking coat he had on. It was like over the belly. It was the pink fucking hoodie, and not because he's my enemy or whatever. I'm not even hating. I didn't say this to you.
It's
Oh shit, you got him right there. Look at the boots. Yeah, yeah. Those are the Mega
so,
Man, like the Mega Man boots. And maybe
yeah,
he's just, what it is about it? It's just he's too old. I think that's like a young nigga's
like
swag
it's
right
not.
there,
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
like it's
trying
past his
so
age.
hard right there with that. It doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. And I'm not just saying it. If I'm hating on anything, other people said this, and you went viral on your own. So it's not Cuban Link who made you go viral and started snapping on you. It is you. Listen to me. You gotta stop. Okay? Get the motherfucking regular size jackets that go over the first pocket in your pants. Get the boots that, you know what I'm saying? That are not as like look at the pants. Damn, the pants, they're too skinny inside the boot. It's just the way it is. I'm not too much into fashion and everything, but we know how to dress. We're from the hood. We know how to put things together. And you're never gonna catch me with the motherfucking big ass ski boots on, with a fucking little fucking Michael Jackson jacket and a fucking red little pink riding hood, red fucking hoodie on. I can't do that. No matter how much them boots cost, that jacket costs, you're about $100,000 fucking like a fucking nightmare on fucking the fashion show. That's to me. That's how I feel. But anyway, how you feel? Do you think that's dope?
Like I said, that's why I started with, we know how we are when we step out, regardless if we're going around the corner, around the block, or down the street. We definitely suit ourselves up to
Yeah, but
what we
sometimes we
know.
get lost, and that's it. That's the loss.
So you're saying this
That's
is
when you get lost and you start thinking about just brands, and it's like whatever brand. Oh yeah, it's whatever brand. So what? This it's like
just throw
you
the
forgot
brands
about.
on, and then as long as I look
Yeah,
like $1,000,000, it don't matter how it looks, type of look.
yeah, but
Yeah.
when we dress, we could feel like $1,000,000 and look like $1,000,000, but we choose the clothes because we go to the stores, we window shop. You go get that shit. You know how it fit. Some of us forget about that, and we let other people sometimes dress us. Or we just get over ourselves where we think that everything just because it's name brand is supposed to be dope and look dope. And you look like the dope when you got big ass fucking space boots on and a fucking gay ass pink hoodie. So that's all I gotta say. I said a lot of shit there. I'm gonna be looked
You
as a
did.
hater again. See, I'm gonna be looked at the
You're not
hater.
gonna look like a hater. We're not. Were you ready?
Yo,
You
but
kind of, after
what's
saying
the
all that,
rebuttal? What's the rebuttal after that? The rebuttal's gonna be like, these boots cost more than your whole fucking house. That's that type of shit we gotta deal with. This
you
boots,
low
oh,
key
this jacket
sounded like
costs
him.
more
That
than
was crazy.
your whole fucking whatever. Nobody cares. It's the thing. And then the narrative of that is gonna be like, oh, those do cost a lot. Doesn't matter, my nigga. They look trash on you. That's not you. That's not your style. It's not dope. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. Shit whack, my nigga. Get whack. Whack. Straight whack. Whack.
You, Mr. Cuban Link, we are so appreciative of you. I have to tell you, don't go nowhere. Let me end this live. You don't go nowhere, you guys. This was Lady Liddy here with VIBE95. You already know how we do it. Kenny, thank you again. Y'all keep in tune. This was it. This was the one.
Love y'all, baby.
Love y'all.
595. Lay Liddy.